Hello friends, and welcome to the House of Creativity again with me, your art teacher, Miss Osina. I hope that you all had a great break last week. It was so nice to not have to go to school for a whole week. How'd you feel about that? Did you get to sleep in? Did you spend time with your families? Well, that's cool. For those of you guys who turned in your visual texture Thanksgiving turkeys, they were fantastic. Thank you for sending those in. It's really good to see that you guys had a good time creating those visual texture turkeys. And today we're starting a new project. So today we are learning about overlapping shapes. So the first thing we want to learn is, what does the word overlapping even mean? Can you take a guess? Overlapping. The word overlapping means when you put one thing in front of something else. Okay? So it's like if I have my hand here and I put something in front of it, another hand, this hand just overlapped this hand. Let's see another cool example. Another example could be, I have this cup and this, let me see, this piece of paper overlaps the cup. So one shape goes in front of another shape. Overlapping is really cool, and it's a technique that artists use to make it seem like some things are closer to you than other things. Always the item that is in front of you or closest to you is the biggest item, and the item that is further away is behind, okay? So I've attached a YouTube video for you to take a gander at, take a look at, to see and to help you understand what overlapping is. I want you to take a moment to pause this video, and as I said in my video before for last week's Thanksgiving project, at any given time, if you need to pause this video and come back to it or rewind or anything like that so that you can understand the instructions, please, by all means, make sure you do that. Today's project is going to be quick, fast, cool, and fun. So at this time, go ahead and push pause on that video and go ahead and look at the second link, or the link that I posted under the assignments tab in Schoology. That will give you an idea. It's a video on YouTube that'll show you exactly what overlapping looks like and what it is. At this moment, go ahead and push pause. Okay, my friends, so you have come back from watching that video that I posted on YouTube, or that was posted on YouTube for you. I'm glad that you saw that. Did you see how those apples went in front of each other? That's called overlapping. And obviously the one that is closest to us was the biggest one. The one that was right directly behind it was the one that had kind of yellow and red. And then the one that was even further behind that second apple was the apple that had the green leaf on top. So overlapping is a great technique that artists use to make it seem like some things are closer to you and some things are further away. Today we are going to be working by using our geometric shapes, and we may even use some freeform shapes today, I think so. We're going to be overlapping today. Really simple project. What you will need for today's project is black permanent marker, a pencil, and your handy dandy crayons, okay? First things first, if you want to start by using your pencil for this project, if you feel like you might mess up and you might need to erase, I do suggest you use your pencil first. But for the sake of this project, I'm going to use my permanent marker first, just so that you guys can see the paper a little bit better. Sometimes when I'm recording videos for you guys, the lighting kind of messes up, and so you're not able really to see the pencil as well. So I'm going to use a permanent marker. So we're going to do this together, and we're going to start by drawing a triangle. So at the bottom, first of all, I want your paper to be horizontal, side to side. And we're going to start by drawing a triangle. Now, make sure that your triangle is not too small. We want to make sure we can fill up the entire page with lots of cool shapes. We're going to overlap all of our shapes today, okay? But we want to fill up our entire page with shapes. So try not to draw tiny little shapes. Try to make sure that they're pretty good size, medium size like this. So on my paper, if I'm holding just my paper up, I have a pretty good sized triangle, okay? Next, I'm going to draw a circle. But my circle is going to overlap my triangle, which means it's going to go on top of it, okay? So I am going to come over here and I'm going to draw a circle right there. And notice that my circle goes on top of the triangle and it's overlapping my triangle, okay? And again, you are using your pencil first, just so that in case you mess up, you'll be able to erase it. And then later on, once we're done drawing all of our shapes with your pencil, then you can come back and take this step by taking the black marker, tracing over it, okay? Next, we are going to draw a heart. Is that a freeform shape or a geometric shape? Can you remember? Geometric shapes are the shapes that have a what? A name. Geometric shapes have names. So triangle and circle are geometric shapes. But a heart, is it a geometric shape or a freeform shape? This is a tricky one. A heart has a name, but it's considered a freeform shape because it's something that comes from nature, okay? So we're going to do a heart right now. And we want to make sure our heart overlaps our circle. Now remember, I'm going to go pretty quickly through this lesson, but you guys are able to push pause at any time that you need to push pause so that you can get caught up, okay? So at any time that you need to catch up, go ahead and push pause. Or if you need to rewind the video so that you can go back to doing the circle or go back to doing the triangle, you can do that too. Don't feel bad. This is art time and I want you to relax and I want you to enjoy your time, okay? So we've done the triangle. Now we're going to do a smaller rectangle. Not too big, small. And I want it, kind of looks like more like a square, to touch our heart. So we've done a triangle, circle, heart, and a square. Now, the next shape we're going to do is a bigger square, but we're not going to let it touch any of these shapes just yet. We're going to move it over here. And we got our square there. Now, since we're doing overlapping in this project, I want to use a shape that can overlap my triangle and my square. So I'm going to do an oval. An oval is like a circle, only thing is it's stretched out, right? So let's draw our oval right here to connect our triangle and our square. Go ahead and push pause at any time that you need to, okay? We're going to draw a skinny rectangle this time. We want it to touch our square. Wow. Mine's kind of tilted a little bit, but you guys get the picture. Skinny rectangle, touching and overlapping our square. I want to draw some triangles now, but I want to draw smaller ones and I want them to be sideways. So I'm going to do a sideways triangle right here. And I want to do a diagonal triangle right there. Now again, if I'm going too fast for you, that's perfectly fine. Everyone learns and works at a different pace. That's why these recorded videos are so great, because we can always push pause, rewind, and keep going, okay? So at this point, go ahead and do those two small triangles. And at any time, if you need to go back and do a step, go ahead and do it. Please make sure at this time that you're drawing bigger shapes. At the end of the project, if it looks like you haven't drawn big enough and you have more white space than you should, that's okay. Just go ahead and add some more shapes and be sure to overlap them, okay? Next shape we're gonna do is a moon. Is a crescent moon a freeform or geometric shape? We learned earlier that geometric shapes are shapes that have names. We also learned that freeform shapes are shapes that come from nature. Which one would a crescent moon be? Geometric or freeform? You're right if you said freeform. Geometric shapes are shapes that have names, so those are the circles, the triangles, squares, things like that. But freeform shapes are shapes that come from nature. Nature means that come from outside, so you're right if you said that a moon is a freeform shape. I want you to start by drawing a letter C, and I want it to touch our square. Then you're going to go to the top of that C right there, and you want to make it match to the bottom. There you have it. Voila, you just made a crescent moon. Way to go. Next shapes that we're going to do are diamonds, and I have all of the space over here that I need to cover up with shapes that we are overlapping. So I'm going to draw a diamond here, and then I'm going to draw another diamond that's overlapping it. Make sure you're drawing pretty good sized shapes. We do not want to have a lot of white space at the back, at the end of our project. All right, let's go ahead and add a circle over there that's overlapping those shapes. You can even add another small circle if we wanted to that overlaps there, because we have some space here that we could fill up. Now I want to try drawing a star. Now stars are sometimes hard for friends, so I'm going to do it with a pencil and show you a way that you can make a star with your pencil, then outlining it or contouring it, because another word for outline in art is contour. Outlining the star with the black marker, then using your eraser to erase the pencil. Let me show you. Here's my pencil. I'm going to come down here, this little blank area right here, and I'm going to go up and down as if I'm drawing a triangle. But I'm not going to finish the triangle off. Then I'm going to go to one of the ends of this area here, and I'm going to make a diagonal line going up this way. So I'm going to start here and go up. That one went kind of too far, so I'm going to erase it just a little bit, and that's the good thing about art. If you make a mistake, you can always erase and keep moving. Okay? Then I'm going to go to that tip here and go across with a horizontal line. Zoop, like that. Then I can go from this tip and go down and match it at the bottom. Doop. Now, I can now take my black marker and outline or contour that entire star. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to go around everything that I drew with the pencil. Then I can take my eraser and erase that pencil so that we don't see it, because we don't really want those pencil lines. We just only wanted the star. Okay? So I'm going to erase the pencil lines, as are you. And there we have it. We have our star. I think I want to overlap that star with a heart. Let's do it. This heart is going to be, how do I want this heart to look? Do I want it on upside down? Let's make it an upside down heart. Why not, huh? I'm going to make it an upside down heart, so I'm going to turn my paper upside down like that, and I'm going to draw a heart right here. Woo. And when I turn it back around, there you have it. The heart is overlapping in the star. Okay, now let's go ahead and add a shape on to the heart to overlap the heart. Let's see, what shape do I want to add? Let's add a triangle. There we go. And we can even add another circle on the corner. So remember, if at any time that you need to rewind this video to continue or go back on another step, you can do that. Also at this time, if you look at your paper and you see that your paper is not really filled up with shapes, it kind of has a lot more white space, you want to go ahead and pause the video and just add some more shapes and overlap them. Now for the fun part. You guys are going to get to color this, and I am going to show you just how you're going to do it. with your crayons, we learned about value at some point, right? We learned that value is lightness and darkness of color. We learned that if we push down hard with a crayon, we can get a dark color. And if we color softly with it, we can get a light color. Well, I want you to use all the crayons you want to use today, but I want you to take one crayon at a time, and on your paper, I want you to find one shape and color hard. So I'm gonna use this shape, color it hard. I'm only gonna color this one space hard. I'm not gonna color that little part because that's a whole nother shape. Each shape on this piece of art is going to have a different color. I colored it hard. Then I'm going to find a different space with the same color and I'm gonna color it soft. Let's see, down here we'll color soft. And do you see how it gives me a light blue and a dark blue? Same crayon. Now I can pick another color and do the same thing. I'm gonna come over here, color this little section hard with this same crayon. Then with this same crayon, I wanna find a different section and color it soft. Another space, another shape, coloring it soft to make it light. Your job is to color all of the different sections of shapes and then even color the entire background so that the background is not just plain blank, okay? So every single shape you're going to color first hard with the crayon in one space, then use that same crayon to find a different space and color it soft, hard with that space, and then find a different crayon and color it soft to get a lighter version of that color. And keep going until you have completed your entire project. Your entire project. This is a big space right here that I'm going to color with this dark orange. And once I'm done coloring my whole big rectangle here, and this is one shape right here. Once I'm done coloring my whole rectangle, I will find another area that I will use the same crayon for, and I will color it softly to make it light. Let's see, let's do this side. This way, this project is showing us how to use geometric shapes and value and also overlapping. So you are to finish coloring every different shape. Once you've colored every different shape a different color with your crayons, then you're going to color the entire background. And I will include a picture, hopefully at the end of this video, of the final project of what is something it should look like, okay? So my friends, when you're finished, go ahead and upload the picture underneath the link in the assignments tab that says overlapping shapes, and I will be looking at those and giving you your grade for those. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I cannot wait to see how beautiful your overlapping shape art turns out to be. Have a great one.